Champions, this is Starr 103.5 FM. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for choosing Starr 103.5 FM. It is the Christmas edition of the Sports Chats on Starr 103.5. Of course, we're live on Facebook. Get to Facebook right about now, and you can get to watch the show live on Facebook as well. This morning we do have news from the Swag Awards for you. Yes, don't forget that the Swag Awards nominations are out, and we've been speaking to the secretary of Swag, Charles Osei, and we'll get to listen to him as well. Don't forget that he is part of the nominations. And how does that work? He works for Swag, and he's also, he also serves as the president of the Arm Wrestling Association, and now he's been nominated as the president of the year. Well, we'll get to listen to him. He's been saying some things. Yes, he wants to take himself out of the race. We'll get to listen to that. Jeremy Frimpong is in Ghana. Bayer Leverkusen player is in Ghana, and he has also come out to say a lot of things, especially in relation to his roots. If indeed, he actually feels Ghanaian, and why he's in Ghana. We'll get to listen to Jeremy Frimpong. Then we move to Chelsea, the Blues. Charles Osei has been, not Charles Osei, Enzo Maresca. Yes, I'm always worked out about Charles Osei, but then we'll get to listen to him. But then also we'll talk about Enzo Maresca, Chelsea coach, who again insists that they are not ready to win the Premier League title. I know a lot of Chelsea fans disagree with him. They believe that they have what it takes to win the Premier League title. And then we'll move to Manchester United coach Amorim, and then Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola. Guess what? It is Christmas Day, but for Man City players, they are working at their training ground right about now, and they will be sleeping at the club's training today. No Christmas for Manchester City players today because they have a game tomorrow. And a lot of the teams have given breaks to their players, but then for Man City, they are not going on any break. They are sleeping at the training today, preparing for tomorrow's game. And, of course, they are in crisis. We'll get to listen to Pep Guardiola speak on that. But then, it is the holiday edition. Want to wish you a Merry Christmas as well from the team here at Starr 103.5 FM. Thank you so much for joining us. And we pray that, as you are going to church, probably going to a church this morning, you have the best of the day. But then big shout to my man holding me down, Joey, and then Emmanuel Donko. Charlie, we are celebrating the Christmas here. It's a holiday. Big shout to them. Thank you guys so much for holding us. So let's start off with this Christmas carol. Come all you faithful. Yes, call someone, let them know that the Sports Chat is still live on Starr 103.5 FM. Right now, let's get to our quote of the day from David Beckham. He says, being hardworking is the key to success. Don't just dream, chase your dream. So being hardworking is the key to success. Don't just dream. Remember to chase your dream. A quote coming in from former English international David Beckham. Now let's start off from Jeremy Frimpong, the Bayer Leverkusen and German player who, has, you hear the name Frimpong, you know that indeed he has Ghanaian roots. Both parents from Ghana, but then he was born outside and he plays for Bayer Leverkusen. They won the German Bundesliga last season, and he decided that this Christmas break, he would want to spend it in Ghana. And he's been speaking ahead. I mean, he just dropped, and he's been speaking on why he's in Ghana and then why he feels Ghanaian.
Been connected to my Ghanaian roots, both my parents are Ghanaian, I eat Ghanaian food, I speak the language, so I feel like I've always been connected. But obviously being here obviously makes it extra special. No, I have to come to Ghana, this is where I'm from, my blood is Ghanaian blood, so for sure I had to come here one day, and this is the right time to come.
This is the right time to come to Ghana for Jeremy Frimpong, and we'll see how that goes. I mean, he has some projects under his sleeve, hoping that he can support some charity. I mean, do some charity work before he leaves Ghana. But then it's good. It's good that we see some of these players recognize that, regardless of the fact that they can't play for Ghana, they are Ghanaian. Right now, let's move to the Swag Awards and get you some nominations for the Swag Awards. So, President of the Year nominees would see Bernard Korte of the Ghana Boxing Federation, and then Charles Osei-Sibe of the Ghana Arm Wrestling Federation, who also serves as secretary to SWAG, so the Sports Writers Association. Charles Osei-Sibe is the general secretary, and he is also the president of the Ghana Arm Wrestling Federation, and he's been nominated for the President of the Year Awards, as well as Bawa Fuseini of the Ghana Athletics. Now, so the issue here is that he's part of SWAG, and he's been given a nomination for the Arm Wrestling Association, and he's come out to say that he's decided to step back and let Bawa Fuseini and then Bernard Korte gunning for that award. But at first, he has given details on the SWAG Awards that will be happening in
January 24, 2025 at the Accra International Conference Center. It's going to be, it will be glamour. It will be beautiful. It's the only night where sports performers or athletes are celebrated in this country. And very often we bring all the big men in the country to come help us honor our sporting heroes. Remember, the year under review was very, very busy because of the Africa Games, and we're going to recognize all the top performers, including administrators. So this year will be another beautiful event, if you ask me.
All right, so we're expecting a beautiful event from SWAG, and Charles Osei-Sibe, says he wrote a letter to the leadership of SWAG that he would want to take a step back and allow Bawa Fuseini of the Ghana Athletics and Bernard Korte of the Ghana Boxing Federation to go for the President of the Year Awards.
Yes, I just want to say that I have recused myself. I have written to the leadership of SWAG, even though I'm the General Secretary, for the purposes of transparency, for the purposes of professionalism and all. I have recused myself from that category. I have withdrawn, and so I am not in contest. I know that every Kenyan, when I'm awarded, will know that Charles Osei-Sibe deserves it. I can be the judge in my own court, even though I am not directly involved. As the secretary of SWAG, it is just not fair for me to stay in competitions.
Right, so that was Charles Osei-Sibe. He's the General Secretary of SWAG and also the President of the Arm Wrestling Association. Federation. Don't forget that this year was brilliant for them. They got a lot of gold medals at the African Games. Yeah, the 30th African Games that happened right here in Accra, Ghana. And they went on to win a gold a gold medal, yes, not at the Olympics, but at the World Arm Wrestling Championship. Yes, so congratulations to him, and he's decided that he wants to take a step back. But we'll see how the SWAG Awards go. But then, if you want to know some of the nominees for Boxer of the Year, we see Joshua Kome and then Amadou Mohamed, and for Female Player of the Year, we'll see the likes of TP Mazembe's Thelma Bafo, and then Salamatu Abdullahi, who plays for Swagig United in Malta, and Jennifer Kankam Yebua, who plays for ZFC. 2024 SWAG Female Player of the Year, home-based, So for those players who are playing in Ghana, we'll see Ophelia Sewa Amponsa of Ampem Dakwa Ladies, Grace Banwa of Hazakes Ladies, and then Mukarama Abdullahi of Hazakes Ladies. And the 2024 Swag Male Footballer of the Year nominees, Abdulaziz Issa, and he now plays for Basses Team B, and then Emmanuel Keke, who played for Samatex FC, and then Steven Amankona, who plays for Berkum Chelsea. FC Samatex and then Dreams FC have been nominated for the 2024 Swag Male Club of the Year, and Joseph Paul Amwa, Evans Kadman, and then Edwin Garai have been nominated for the 49th Swag Male Athletes of the Year. For the topmost award, we would see Grace Minta and then high jump Rose Amoniwa Yibwa. They've been nominated for the Sports Personality of the Year award. So the Sports Personality of the Year award is the topmost award at the Swag Awards night, and then we'll see Rose Amoniwa Yibwa and then Grace Minta. Grace Minta actually won gold for Ghana at the 30th African Games, and then Rose Amaniwa Yebwa also won gold. So we'll see who actually comes out on top on the night there. All right, now let's move on to the foreign scene. Of course, you're still live on Starr 103.5 FM, and it's the Sports Chat, the holiday edition. And saying a Merry Christmas to all of you, wherever you're doing the listening from. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, you're live on Facebook. Get to Facebook right now. I'm in my Christmas dress. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. The English Premier League would return continue tomorrow, and I would see Manchester City in action against Everton. But then, first of all, Enzo Maresca, coach of Chelsea, whose side will take on Fulham, has been saying that again. He still insists that they are not ready to win the Premier League title.
I said already that it's not about the pressure for the players or for the club or for me. It's just for me the reality. It's not about the pressure. I would like to have that kind of pressure, and hopefully soon we can have that kind of pressure. But the reason why I said we are not there is because for me the reality is that we are not there. But we see game after game. The main point for us is to continue to improve. And to continue to try to win. It's also about that in terms of to see how we manage that kind of moment. But we are just focused on in this moment on tomorrow first game. That for us is always the main point, and then we see game after game.
Game after game. So Chelsea fans, your coach believes that they are not there yet. But then the Chelsea fans, I know a lot of Chelsea fans who believe that they are there. They have what it takes to actually win the Premier League this season. Well, we'll see. Time would obviously tell. Again, Manifest says time is an informant, and it will tell. Right? Moving on to Manchester. Let's start off from the red side of Manchester. Of course, Ruben Amorim again believes that until it is the right moment, Rashford will not be in the team, and he will decide if it is the right moment to bring Rashford back into the team.
Normal situation. When I feel that is the right moment, I will change something. Until then, I will continue to think what is the best for the team.
Have you spoken to him?
I speak with him every day, not about the interview, about the performance.
So he speaks to Rashford every day. That's coach Ruben Amorim of Manchester United. To the blue side of Manchester City, who will be taking on Everton tomorrow at 12:30. Of course, I'll bring you the full fixture soon. Coach Pep Guardiola says no Christmas for the boys. Don't forget, today is Christmas Day, and sometimes some of the clubs, mostly some of the clubs allow, even last season, Manchester City allowed their players to be with their families and then return for the game on Boxing Day. But then this time around, don't forget, Manchester City are in crisis, and Pep Guardiola says no Christmas for the boys.
For 48 hours.
Yeah, we train today, we train tomorrow night. We stay over here and we're going to play on Boxing Day.
Players get any time with their families in this period?
Yeah, I have been in the families 2 days. Today we'll be at home with the families, and tomorrow we'll be in the families in the morning, and the night we'll be here. Hopefully they wanna be here because it's our job and our duty.
Right, of course, Pep Guardiola was speaking yesterday, so he made reference that they would be with their families. They would have been with their families yesterday. But then as for today, today, yeah, no, it's a big no for Pep Guardiola and his boys, who take on Everton tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. And then at 3 p.m. we'll see Bournemouth take on Crystal Palace. So Boxing Day special in the Premier League. That's why we love the English Premier League. We'll see Chelsea up against Fulham at 3 p.m. and then Newcastle United up against Aston Villa at 3 p.m. as well. Forest take on Tottenham Hotspur at 3 p.m. Southampton play West Ham United 3 p.m. 5:30. Wolves up against Manchester United, and then at 8 p.m. Liverpool take on Ruud van Nistelrooy's Leicester City. And in the Ghana Premier League, yes, we have Boxing Day special as well. Basake Holy Stars take on Bechim United, and Hearts of Lions, Bando Hearts of Lions, who are top of the Ghana Premier League table, would welcome New Boys, Young Apostles FC, and then Legon Cities tomorrow will be at the Legon Stadium, the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, and welcome Diana Stars. So all these three games in the Ghana Premier League would be at 3 p.m. And let's move on to some club news, cause Valencia have sacked their head coach Ruben Bajara after a 5-match winless run that left the team second bottom in La Liga with 12 points from 17 games. Baraja, a club legend who helped them avoid relegation and secure 9th place last season, had been in charge since February 2023. The club cited poor results as a reason for the decision, aiming to improve their performance. Valencia, who last played outside the top flight in 1987, will face Real Madrid on 3rd January after the winter break. And then Monza, who are currently bottom of the Serie A, have dismissed coach Alessandro Nesta following a 2-1 defeat to Juventus that led the team 5 points from safety. Nesta, who is 48 years, a 2006 World Cup winner with Italy, took charge in July but managed only 1 win in 17 league matches. His tenure lasted 20 games across all competitions, and Nesta had replaced Rafael Palladino, who departed for Fiorentina after 2 successful seasons with Monza. The club is now in serious danger of relegation to Serie B. Of course, in their statement, they thanked Nesta for his efforts and wished him success in the future. We're to some tennis news, and Max Purcell, a 26-year-old Australian and 2-time Grand Slam double champion, has been provisionally suspended for breaching WADA water rules by unknowingly receiving an excessive intravenous vitamin infusion. Purcell, who self-reported the violation to the ITIA, is banned from tennis events effective December 12 and may miss the Australian Open in January. In other cases, men's world number 1, Yannick Sinner, tested positive for steroids but denies intentional use and is waiting an appeal, while women's world number 2, Iga Swiatek, served a 1-month suspension for unintentional use of banned heart medication. Okay, so that's some news from tennis, and that should do it for sports this morning. But then, of course, it's still the holiday, and Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, and then, happy